But first, a piece of a 9/11 memorial stolen from a historic Manhattan church. The message tonight from the pastor. Welcome back to the 5 o'clock news. I'm Natasha Verma.
And I'm Steve Lacey. Police say the suspect made off with a gold-plated metal rose that was the centerpiece of a memorial inside the church of St. Francis of Assisi.
It was dedicated to a former pastor and parishioner who was killed on 9/11. Fox 5's Richard G. Cobus is live in Midtown with more on what makes this so special. Richard.
Natasha, Steve, the father of this church, calls it an act of desecration. This memorial means so much to these parishioners, not only because it's a memorial that's been in this church for some time now, and because of that gold-plated rose, but it's also because of its significance of this Franciscan friar. We're going to show you some video of that memorial now. The gold-plated rose was stolen from the church's 9/11 memorial, a sacred memorial that lives near the church's altar and honors those who lost their lives in the 9/11 terror attacks, including the Franciscan friar, Father Michael Judge. You may remember him. He served as the chaplain for the FDNY and was assigned to this church for many years here in Midtown. Judge was one of the first heroes to respond to the attacks on that day. The NYPD putting out surveillance video that shows a man entering the Church of St. Francis of Assisi in Midtown at around 2:30 in the afternoon. Yesterday, he appears to be holding a gold-plated rose when he leaves the church. Father Brian Jordan says this memorial, again, means so much to the people of this parish, and he just prays that the person who took it realizes that and has a change of heart.
We were told that he saw a firefighter that got hurt. He was hurting badly. Michael knelt down to bless him. He took off his helmet, and at the same time he was blessing him, a huge piece of shrapnel went him in the head. So simultaneously he suffered a heart attack and a shock trauma to his head at the same time.
Father Brian Jordan is talking about Father Michael Judge and how he responded. He was one of the first responders to go down to Ground Zero on that day and help those firefighters. And that's why this memorial means so much. The church is now raising money for a new rose to put at that memorial. But there is one caveat, though. They want those who give to this church to help get a new rose, to give not out of guilt, but out of love. They want to forgive, like to walk in the steps of Jesus, the way Jesus forgave. We are live in Midtown at the Church of St. Francis of Assisi. Richard G. Cobus, Fox 5 News. Steve.
Yeah, very nice. All right, thanks, Richard.